Yeah. She wasn't in the capital.
Bing bong. Up down.
Bing bong ding dong.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot of plot.
Yeah.
So, if we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, we find out who the mastermind is.
The ultimate despair.
The
Slayer
ultimate despair.
of the ultimate despair. Causer of the glitch in the top left-hand side of the screen.
Oh no. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed.
Well, it's still there.
But right now, we're still in the fucking trash pile.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right now, we need to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after.
Yeah, you're right.
Do
Oh, there's the door!
you reckon click on her or click on the door? Which one?
The door! Let's just walk out. Wow. Damn it! Okay.
It's locked, but
We have a way to open this door. We assume Kyoko's master key also works here. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing?
you mean this one thing? No.
Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room? A
You
secret
mean-
rescue tool that'll help us later?
That secret tool?
The
indeed.
MacGuffin.
Of course, I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it,
Excellent.
even if you asked very nicely.
Kyoko, please part with it. And it can open any door in the school. Right.
I don't know why, but this SpongeBob meme just popped into my head.
Which one?
The one with Patrick.
Oh, there's no my wallet. Yeah, that one.
That's right.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Kyoko.
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Now click the door.
Game, come on.
Game, stop playing with us.
You could have just connected that dialogue with the door.
Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right? We're gonna get out of here, right?
Game, we could have just skipped that entire dialogue.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's true.
Let's find out. I
Imagine
mean, if it doesn't work,
God.
my plan literally goes up in ashes.
Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole.
Rattle, rattle. It doesn't work.
Click. Give it a click. And then... Booyah!
Yeah.
Yes! It opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go.
Let's fucking roll! Sounds good. Oh, we quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Oh, thank God. Finally! Finally! We were finally free! But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Because the real fight had just begun.
Chapter 6.
Chapter 6, the real fight. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death.
The
Is this the final
ultimate
chapter?
class trial.
Class trial. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney.
Oh, sorry. I'm like trying to bend down to pick up the jug of water.
Like a chimney.
Yeah. We found some weird naked fat man there. And surrounded by elves. And they were all
I
dead.
am the ultimate giver.
I can't believe it. Mukuro Ikusaba killed Santa.
Fucking hell. Plot thickens. There was a metal ladder leading up to the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface.
Of course, as like a gentleman, we went first.
Yep. Good shit, Makoto. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I could even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey,
How the fuck did I survive that fall?
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Also, like, come on, dude. I'm doing this in heels.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Ladders
Oh
are hard, man.
no!
Oh no! Maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it. Wow. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work?
How long?
So,
Ever since I can remember. Which, since I have amnesia, is not very long.
Since the killing game started.
I came from a long line of detectives. My mother, now to Shirogane, did detective work. Detective work is in my blood. There's a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way.
Then, is your family famous?
Yes. You could say that we're the detective royal family. That I am the new detective prince.
wrong.
Oh. Quite the opposite, actually.
You're my
Even
storyteller.
among detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Which is why Byakuya hadn't heard of us when he looked through all the mysterious case files from the police. Do you remember that was a plot point earlier in the thing? There was a
Well, they
million
didn't
case
ca-
files,
They didn't catch Genocide Jacks.
but there were millions of case files there, not just Genocide Jacks. Also, the secret families that run the world, the deep state, they were also there.
Huh? But how come? Isn't like your family tradition, right? So
Right.
Because we take pride in it.
pride.
Yeah,
I've never known pride.
yeah, loser.
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. They are justice.
They're truth.
We
They're
represent
not
neither
just-
justice nor evil.
No, they're not just. I was gonna say they're not justice. They are.
We're
truth.
not justice. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. You could say we reach out for it. We stand neutral in all things. And we do that to keep the rest of society safe.
Okay, try that again.
We
To do that, we
have
stand
to stand,
separate from all of society.
which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence.
A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't really say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed. You could say, the Assassin's Creed. I'm so sorry. I can't stop myself today. And we must do whatever we can to protect it. Because, like I said, it's the source of our pride.
Pride. So that explains.
Absolutely nothing.
Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose. To protect the pride of her family.
I love that these are all made by complete, like, obvious bots. Like, look at these usernames. Like if you were like moderating like a forum and people were showing up with these usernames, you'd be like, delete, delete, delete.
Yeah, these are.
It's like people's like random passwords.
Uh-oh, I entered my password as my ID. It's a common.
I mean, it's better than Trump with his MAGA 2020 password. Did you see that in the news?
No, I didn't. Was it?
His
my only
Twitter got
password.
hacked. And,
His
and-
password was MAGA 2020.
yes.
No way.
This was the
No
second
fucking
time he'd been hacked. The first time his password was, "You're fired."
This is on brand.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true.
However-
That it sounds too funny to
Sounds
be
sus.
true.
That's pretty sus.
But hey, it's something I saw on the internet, and therefore, I believed it. Which is why I know that the Earth is flat, and yet, I gave up some of that pride
Yada yada yada. Huh?
I.
in order to enter Hope's Peak. I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it, knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do.
But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect. I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though.
What?
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face.
What? What is it?
Something that I can only say to his
Fucking
face.
so
Teased.
I want to sever all ties with him.
Sever? I mean, he must have broke the creed to become a headmaster, right?
Last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently, he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented and had a promising future,
however,
but he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the rest of the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away like a little bitch. He went to my grandfather and had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind.
I'm sure there was a reason for that.
Yes, but I'm sure it's a bullshit reason that I won't accept.
Yeah, he's an asshole. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
No. When I was smaller, I remember him saying, "I don't want to ever see you again, Kyoko. You're my biggest shame." If that's
Stop
true,
putting words in Kyoko's mouth.
then I need to thank him. I need to thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride from my family's name. So that every last part of me is happy. He didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective.
I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression.
But even if I was below her on the ladder, I still wouldn't be able to see her expression. Because that's how
Bruh.
ladders work.
This is supposed to be an important story moment, Andrew. Come on. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, but she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional.
I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. No. He cannot see the ass. That's why anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
But there's one thing. One thing that I can never forgive.
Really?
so
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind, like I said. I think it was a good thing.
however,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They saw me only as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. What a terrible family! How unfortunate.
That's not necessarily the family's fault,
That's how they see me, even to this day.
because she's
Well.
projecting that.
His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
And that's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to sell the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago.
But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
And is blood really enough to call someone family?
Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing.
In
and
the
just kept climbing the ladder.
in the future
Complete
games,
silence.
in like little scenes like that where they literally could have had just like a repeating loop of them climbing the ladder, do they animate anything? Would they like animate that in the future games?
I would say there is more production value in the later ones, 3 especially, but it's still the same style. So I don't know if an exact example of it would be that kind of thing, but I will say that 3 looks surprisingly good considering it's the same kind of style. It was pretty cool. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Sorry, that was V3, not 3. 3 is literally an anime, so
Yeah.
very
Like we're never
anime.
gonna stop. One hop.
Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door is Hope's Peak is waiting for us.
We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's what will come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Wait, then how did she get down here?
She unlocked this and then yeeted herself down the trash chute. Well, here goes nothing. Shit, that is like a long ladder. I better just yeet myself. There might not be enough time. I reached my hand up and pushed against the hatch.
Like, why didn't she just come down the ladder and be like, Makoto, I have come for you?
We're getting asked for a TLDR after Makoto fell. Kyoko has discerned that the mastermind is the one that killed Mikuro Ikusaba. So if you figure out who killed Mikuro Ikusaba, that's the mastermind. The mastermind is the other part of the Ultimate Despair with Mikuro Ikusaba. It's more than one person, it's a group. And Kyoko's father is the headmaster, and she remembered that she's the ultimate detective, and her purpose for coming to Hope's Peak Academy was to find her father and sever all ties with him because he abandoned her at a young age. And she's from a long line of detectives, so that's their family.
Yeah.
Not
And
that
I made a lot of jokes in between to like stretch it out for no reason, because that's
Andrew
already
just made it twice as
a
long.
very long scene that I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna stretch this one.
Looks like we're back.
Whew.
I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm surprised we both survived the fall.
I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you.
No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor.
Do we just leave?
No,
So what's the next step after we get out of here? I better ask Kyoko.
like why
I
can't
should
we
have
just?
talked about that on the
like,
ladder.
why does it just keep skipping us about? Why can't we just like stay in the conversation if we can't do anything else?
Maximum RAM, dude.
Yeah.
So now what do we do?
Um,
I'm glad I didn't die, of course. But if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might
Listen.
off us?
you're worried?
Well, yeah, of course.
So then,
Life's on
Then-
the line here.
Let's just get a concrete answer.
Huh? Oh,
in other
Monokuma.
words,
Oh, Monokuma.
Monokuma.
Da da da.
Wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we'll find out. And it's not like we can just run away.
We're already on a camera, right? As you said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera through. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now?
Don't worry. What you think is gonna happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared.
The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before, but what does it mean?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down.
There was? I hope we see it in a flashback.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tries us down. That should help with our negotiations.
I'm still a little No, super uneasy about this.
I feel like we should go get Byaki and the others for backup, you know?
Well, do they still think we're the fucking murderer?
It's irrelevant. We're alive.
But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going.
Should he?
That's where he always is at night. He just hangs out there.
Oh, is it nighttime? Oh,
Yeah, it's nighttime.
yes, nighttime. Okay.
Because I guess there's a clock in here, and now we know.
That's our like inner brain clock.
Oh. Inner brain clock.
Why don't we just knock on Byakuyo's room on the way there?
Yeah,
Senpai!
what
I
happens
came
if we
back
go,
for
like,
you.
do that? I guess it probably just stops us that there's no time.
Yeah, I'll just not have a line.
Nope.
Nope.
No, oh my god, all these people are dead now. Well,
Yeah, there's not a lot of people left alive.
but yeah,
There he is.
Shall we go?
we need to get going to the gym.
Aw.
It's Monokuma. You can't bring your boyfriend with you. Even if he
But-
is dashingly handsome.
But I need to let him know I'm alive. He'll be so worried about me.
He
He'll
voted
be
to kill-
blaming himself. He'll be full of grief and guilt. I can't. We open the door and he's like shagging Toko.
Oh, gross. Gross, dude.
Senpai, no!
The betrayal. I thought we were your one and only.
Monokuma.
Da, da, da.
Well now, well now, well now, well now.
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I don't believe it!
But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he
I
doing?
would love it if it's just like, but I'm a ghost.
I'm a ghost. Those are
A
canon here, right?
technologically advanced ghost.
Whatever that means. That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really going to be okay?
Boom, boom.
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So, what if I did? There's no rule against that. What will you do?
Shing!
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule.
Making
So now I gotta punish you again. And this time, I won't leave anything to chance. Oh,
Ah.
Spear of Gungnir. Kyoko.
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to. I'm like Kyoko just immediately sells us out. Oh.
Nandato!
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you're gonna execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh? I lose?
Hey!
You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set out this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to murder me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as Blackened and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about? I don't have any
No,
idea.
the Mastermind can't break the rules,
Obviously.
even though
That's
they
what I'm
did.
saying.
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't all what you wanted it. Exactly.
Where exactly is the word exactly?
The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person could protect another like that.
Power
Right.
of friendship.
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed,
you reacted by proclaiming that Makoto was the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made that choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then, there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench into your plan, so to speak.
Alter ego.
You never imagined the possibility of You never imagined the possibility that your dyslexia would literally destroy you. You never imagined the possibility of being... fuck me, I literally cannot say this line. Right, take 3. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Mikoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So, executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means that I lose?
Yeah. This means that we all need to be executed now, except for Makoto. Wait. That doesn't make
Wait,
sense.
hold on.
Wait. No,
No,
surely
and
that,
Makoto would get executed as well.
yeah, surely that means
No,
that
just means
Monokuma
the
wins.
mastermind would escape.
Yeah, surely that means the mastermind wins.
Oh fuck, yeah, that's literally the game. And if you
Shit.
just didn't, fuck.
Wait, checkmate myself.
You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto. Yeah, but he didn't do that. He killed us, so he broke the rules.
Ha.
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't.
That's what I thought. Don't just say it like that. What is this? A comedy routine? To make such a bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now. But with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
And it's elusive. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type? What are you?
Because
Some kind
Naturally.
of famous detective type?
If Makoto was really the killer, he would never have come to you willingly like this. Unless I, Kyoko, convinced him to. He would have feared for his own life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love to inspire.
However,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not that I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
It's not you I'm trying to convince. If you were trying to execute Makoto, wait. Jesus, what is wrong with me now? I literally can't do it. Back in the room. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
Huh?
Hi, Mom.
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto.
She's talking about chat.
They would assume you killed him. Because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say that we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. But you don't have a shred of evidence. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without providing your own innocence, proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, You follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown.
One final
battle between hope and despair.
Shit.
Oh my god.
That would make for a proper climax, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you say?
Fair trial. One last showdown. In other words,
One last despair. One last betrayal. One last class
other
trial.
this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves! For what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Lightning spear Gungnir.
Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Barry!
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up. So, time for bear jokes.
Ugh, I can't bear your jokes.
Fucking hell. Now, what do you suggest it might be possible? It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you'll accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown! He's agreed? Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All of the mysteries?
All of the mysteries. I really can't do that voice, my dude. It's just like, it's too high for me.
I guess I'm Monocum on game 2 too.
All of the games.
Wow, that is weird. I don't know, I'm not sure what mine sounds like, to be fair. That's right! Every last mystery that's pawing around the school! If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you!
That was Panda Down, the worst puns. Panda's Down, the worst pun I've ever seen.
Oh, don't repeat the panda.
Followed it up by the worst pun that I've ever said.
it's
Qualify's
true.
a good one.
Yeah, qualifies. You know what? Qualify. But,
I like
you know,
qualify.
that's what we've been trying to say. That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well then, good. Let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all of that,
We'll all face execution, right? That's the same rule as always.
I can barely contain my excitement.
Very excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair?
I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Oops.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Oh. We just magically skipped a line there. Hang on. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held. Okay, let's go back.
What's wrong?
I remember that, for sure. So what?
hey,
I want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement?
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuru is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations. Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint.
Well, this could get grisly.
I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since this killing game began are those 16 students. What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth?
Why'd he go so quiet all of a sudden?
I'm really angry.
I'm done talking! I got nothing left to say to you! So get lost, would you? Why so mad?
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey,
Leave me alone! Get out of here! Okay, I'm going. I just... You're really gonna let me go? I was prepared for death. I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Lakota. Let's go.
Okay, let's see if there this thing. Oh, I hurt my chest. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. Just like that, we were out of the gym. Dude, I gotta go. Not for long. I need to go to the toilet. I need a break.
If you want to take a break, I think this is a good point.
I need 5 to 10.
This seems like a...
I hope that poo-hoo-hoo follows you all into your dreams, because I fucking love being the ultimate despair.
Right.
This game.
We're going to take a
Is it
hot
back in
break.
5?
Yeah, back
Yep.
in 5.
As always, thank you very much to everyone that's here. Fucking love you guys. Stay tuned.